Hello everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are. Hope you're having a good day. The Traveling Man, Midwest Man here in southern Minnesota, and I'm new to making videos on YouTube. So today I thought, well, a lot of people ask me questions about my travel trailer, which I named my hotel room on wheels. So today I was going to show you guys. This is my 2018 Forest Rive Wolf Pup 16FQ travel trailer. It's 22 feet long and weighs just under 4,000 pounds. It is a used unit that I got from Camping World, and I've used it a handful of times. My most recent trip was I towed it from my house here in southern Minnesota all the way down to Gatlinburg, Tennessee, to the Great Smoky Mountains. It's a pretty great trip. So here we go. So this, I'll move the chain, but this is a battery powered jack. Which I did the install myself. It was super simple. This had a crank handle that took forever. It's stuck on something. What am I stuck on? Oh, here we go. Take the cover off of this and show you. So this is a Lippert battery powered jack. It's held by 3 bolts, and when I took the crank handle jack off, I didn't have to drill any holes or anything. It fit dead center on. So I just pull the old one out, stick this one on, and it has one cable that all I had to do was, it's kind of hard to see, but I had to run it along the frame rail underneath. Sorry, I can't talk. And it has a fuse, and then I just ran it to the battery. This is a marine battery under here, but it's pretty neat. This is a light for when it's dark, and then this just makes it go up or down. So pretty neat. And then as you probably saw, it has a place that I can clip the chains to hold it down, which was pretty neat. So, and then this is the plug. You know, the nice thing about this is, and I can show you, but I don't actually have a brake controller wired into my truck. I have a controller that just plugs in to my truck, and then it plugs into that. I do have an equalizer hitch, so that's why you're seeing that. I'll take some pictures, I suppose, maybe, and show you guys, but basically a big giant device that it hooks up to the truck, and then from there, the equalizer hooks up to that, to the tongue, and then you just have 2 equalizer bars that go right into here, and it comes with a cheater bar, and then these are locking pins so the bars don't move. But so then this unit came with a 20-pound cylinder, which I went and got a 30-pound. I went to Menards and just bought a 30-pound, so I have a little extra propane just in case. So then, I know this seems kind of silly to hold it down with bungee cords. You know, a lot of people would probably wonder why. But, you know, this metal strap does pretty well. It's for peace of mind for me. And then this is just the safety for the brakes that hooks up to my truck. I just wanted these for more or less for peace of mind, just to make sure it wasn't going to go anywhere. The one thing that I did have to do when I got this taller tank was I went to Menards and I had to buy a longer hose because the other one was way too short. It was actually trying to pull on the end here. So what I did was I went and got a longer hose, and then I got I call it pipe dope. It's stuff that comes in a stick. It's pipe sealant. So then I just ran that, did some zip ties, and went right in there. So that's pretty much the front. So this has four jacks underneath, which I'm gonna have to have serviced soon, if not replaced, because they're getting up there. But this does have a place to hook up a solar charger for the battery, but I don't have that. Under here is just storage. So then this does have an awning that goes out quite a ways, but I'm at my house, so I can't put it out. Adjustable steps. And these stairs are adjustable. It does have the handle for when you're going in and out, which I use because sometimes you get into uneven areas and having that handle is nice. So I have it all chalked at the moment, but when I bought this unit, I had to put new tires on it. So went to Discount Tire and they got me some Goodyear tires for this. They've done real well. So then here we have an outdoor outlet. Also, we have a place for cable coaxial hookup, because this does have satellite. It does have a satellite cable dish, which gets maybe 10 or 15 channels. It's not like Dish or Direct or anything, but it does get a few channels. So this is a spot where I do have the mount for it, but you can actually put a TV right there. Outdoor speakers. So move along to the back. You have to forgive my house. It's kind of in need of some help. But nothing too fancy. Spare tire. Just the bumper, which I put these on there just for some extra peace of mind. But marker lights. Nothing too fancy. I'll keep showing you guys around the outside. But you know, this storage is coming pretty good handy, pretty good use. I got quite a bit of stuff in there, but even when I go camping, I still have to put a lot of stuff in my truck, in the bed. I'll hop up on the neighbor's yard quick. I have to wash my camper again, but in here, I gotta bend down, but in here is the water heater. That little silver bolt looking thing is the anode rod, but this will run on electric if you're plugged into electricity, obviously. Otherwise it runs on propane. It's kind of neat. This has, I believe it's a 20-gallon water tank. So if for some reason, I could be wrong, someone will probably correct me and say, no, it's different, and that's okay. I should know this. but I believe it's like a 20-gallon tank. I hate having to do this. There we go. And then it also has a black tank and a gray tank. I think they're all pretty similar in size. I was looking at the ident sticker just to see, and it's in kilograms, I think. Anyways, moving on. So if I'm out and about and I have to do some camping where there's not water or electricity available, that's always an option, which is pretty nice. But little window there, little window there. This in here is a shower. So basically it's just a hose with a shower head on it. So if you went out and about for the day and got kind of dirty, you know, you can at least rinse your shoes off or wash your hands or whatever you need to do. But this would be the freshwater connection. So that's if you were nowhere near water, you can fill this up before you go, and then you'd run off of that. Otherwise, this is the city water hookup. So this is the vent for the refrigerator. So when I have it turned on propane, that's where it vents out. And it's kind of hard to get back here because my driveway is not big enough and the wall's falling apart here. So bear with me, but back there is where the electricity hooks up. It's a 30 amp connection. Actually, you know what? That's actually not for the refrigerator. That's for the propane heater. I always get the two vents mixed up. That's for the propane heater. This is for the fridge. This big vent here. I should know this, but I always get those two confused. I know they vent. That's what counts. But so then under here is where your wastewater is and your holding tank is. So your sewer wastewater and then the other one. So basically dirty water and poop water. I have a back flush kit for this too. That's kind of neat. It's basically where you hook up to that, hook a garden hose up to it, and once you let everything go, you can flush it out. Bear with me, everyone. This is my first time making a YouTube video, so I suck at it. Trying to get better. But go inside now. It's kind of dirty in here. I do need to clean. It's not bad, but I do need to sweep and kind of do a couple other things. My last trip, I got pretty tired from it, but basically queen size bed, which I replaced. The one that Camping World had in here was awful. It was not comfortable. But both of those cabinets just have towels in them. So this actually does have an operating blind, but it's not long enough. So as a temporary fix, what I did was I went to Walmart and I got some of this foam board, and I'm terrible at cutting, but double-sided tape and foam board, and I just covered that window. It was a fix for the time being, but and I got some stuff here in the kitchen I got to take care of. But basically up here it's just storage. Down below it's storage, and where all the plumbing and stuff is. It has a propane stovetop, and then this is your information center for your battery life, freshwater, black, gray, and then this would be the water pump, because you have to have that on obviously when you want water. This is to keep your water hot. Works pretty well. So then in here, on this side, fire extinguisher, a little place to sit. So this actually, if I pull this table up, it comes out completely, and then I pull the legs off of it, put this back down, and I can convert this into a bed. So that's pretty neat. This window does open, but I don't really open it very often, and so does this one also. But if I'm actually camping somewheres where I have electricity, all of my outlets and stuff work. Otherwise, if I'm doing what they call boondock camping, my USB outlets will work, and these push button lights will work. But I wouldn't be able to use the air conditioning unit or that TV or the sound system. I think I'd be able to use the heat, but I can't remember. But right here is that the one? Yeah. So when I have this awning out, it's pretty neat at night, but that turns blue. And then this other one, that's for over on the other side where the wastewater and sewer dump is, which I have a hose and stuff I hook up to it. So this would be for the awning, which does work. I just don't want to put it out. Well, yeah, this is pretty nice. Come in here, sit down. So I just have a little 32-inch TV hooked up to that. One thing I've learned with that is don't be dumb and leave it put up like that when you're trying to travel, because it will fall down. Hence why there's some blankets and a pillow sitting there. I've learned it's better just to build a little bed for the TV and put it down while you're traveling. But basically the way I have this TV wired is I have it so it runs off the sound system here in the camper rather than the volume coming from the TV. So it's pretty nice. I have it unplugged at the moment. Just before I started this video, when I plugged into the shore power at my house, this little fella was flashing red and green and beeping, and I'm thinking it was just because I didn't have this plugged in for quite a while, so it needed to think, but I got it figured out. It quit. So this is the propane heater. So on cold nights, I can turn that on, and it actually does really well. I set the thermostat to about 70, and it keeps it nice and warm, and I don't have problems. Down here you hear a fan running. This is the travel trailer's brain, where all the fuses and whatnot are. I have a pretty good sized refrigerator. Not much to it, but this is what I was talking about. It will run on electricity when I'm at home if I need it, which I don't, or it will end up running on propane. So then there's also a little bit of a freezer here, nothing too fancy. So I just got a couple of things that I store there. But shower's a little bit dirty. We don't really use this shower because there's not much to it. It's really, I mean, if I stand in it, I can stand in it, but I kind of have to hunch. You know, it's not really ideal for me. So if I go camping at like a state park, for example, I usually just use their shower because they usually have them. So mirror, cabinet, sink, So this is for that. So I can put that up here and make it nice and cool and get rid of the sun if I need to on a hot day. Little cabinet space. This will open up. Little fan. Nothing too fancy, but little toilet there. So this toilet is, you notice there's no flush handle. So right on the side here, you have to hold this in order to flush and also to try to fill the bowl back up. So there's that. I'm just gonna put this back up here quick. I try to have this up here because now we're gonna start getting towards the warmer time of the year and try to keep it so the sun doesn't make it too darn hot in here and I don't get any sun fade or anything. So I'm going to close that. So I usually just keep this open a little bit. I try to keep that open just a little bit so it can breathe. Normally I keep this unplugged when I'm at home. Like I said, it runs on a 30 amp plug-in. I got some stuff in the sink to clean, but so when I'm at home, and I'll try to take a picture and show you guys, but I have it hooked up to a 30 amp to a 120 plug-in. It's an electrical adapter basically, and it also, I've got it hooked up to a surge protector. But that's pretty much it. That's my hotel room on wheels. So Midwest man here, the traveling man. Just wanted to say thanks if you're watching this. My very first video, well, I should say second. I did a little short reel last night, but this is coming from an introvert trying to come out of his shell a little bit. So thanks everyone for watching. Have a great day. I appreciate you taking the time. Bye.